సంతానలేమి సమస్యతో బాధపడుతున్నారా? చింతించకండి. సుమారు 90,000 జంటలకు ఆనందం నింపింది ఓఎస్ఎస్ ఫర్టిలిటీ. ఈ రోజే 7825893600 కి కాల్ చేయండి. సంతానోత్పత్తి చికిత్సపై భారీ డిస్కౌంట్లు పొందండి. గుడ్ న్యూస్ చెప్పండి.
For round tablers, and that was the first time you had won the election of the new state, and you were so clear and detailed about your vision for Telangana, and it is for all of us to see that you have far exceeded that. Yeah. But still, I think it's a long way to go. Yeah. So today again, it is time for the new upgrade of the state, 3.0 as we call it, your third term in power. So please tell us what features it brings. In plain words, what is your plan of action for the next 5 years?
So firstly, thank you. I sincerely thank all of you and also sincerely apologize for showing up 20 minutes late. Because election season है तो unforeseen कुछ होते हैं तो इस वजह से थोड़ा लेट हो गया, माफी चाहता हूँ. Thank you, very kind words, very kind introduction, and I'm glad you said 3.0 and after your third term. So I guess you're already decided that you're coming back. And unlike a journalist who interviewed me the other day, she kept saying, if you're voted back to power. I kept saying, when I am voted back to power. So she said, इतना confidence. मैंने कहा, हाँ, हैदराबादियों पे मुझे इतना confidence है, हम वापस आएंगे और चप्पड़ फाड़ के इस बार
100%
अच्छा majority से आएंगे. I'll just give you a context for what I'm saying. Is state बनी 9.5 years ago. The state was formed 9.5 years ago. When it was formed, there were a lot of doubts. Chala anumanalu, apohalu, sandehalu, bahut sare doubt the. So between all those doubts and between questions that were being asked about two things: will the state be viable? Will the state survive? And secondly, does this party which has been given a chance, do they have the ability to run a state? Because they've been agitators, will they be good administrators? This was the question that was foremost on everybody's mind. And more importantly, one of the other things that was also asked was कि हैदराबाद का क्या होगा? हैदराबाद का क्या होगा? यहाँ पे जो लोग तेलंगाना के बाहर से आके यहाँ सेटल हुए, जैसे आंध्रा से, रायलसीमा से, या कर्नाटक से, गुजरात से, या पंजाब से, बंगाल से, जहाँ कहीं से भी आके यहाँ पे बसने वाले, उनका क्या होगा? ये पार्टी का क्या रवैया होगा? This was one of the most important questions everybody had in mind. If I remember correctly, on the 29th of May 2014, I had conducted an event. This was 3 days before we took office in 2014. We had conducted a session in Taj Krishna with many business groups, and I had made one commitment that this will be a no-nonsense state. We'll focus solely on development and welfare. बिकॉज दोनों का बैलेंस भी बहुत जरूरी है, क्योंकि अगर वेलफेयर नहीं करेंगे तो जो गरीब सेक्शन है सोसाइटी में वो बेचैन हो जाएंगे, रेस्टलेस हो जाएंगे. और इसी स्टेट में हमने इससे पहले देखा कि जब रेस्टलेस हो जाते हैं तो उसका नतीजा भी हमने देखा, नक्सलिज्म, अदर एक्सट्रीमिटीज व्हिच आर नॉट वारंटेड और वांटेड इन अ सोसाइटी लाइक इंडिया. So therefore, I had mentioned explicitly that we will solve the basic issues. We'll address the basic infrastructure issues. I'm not going to promise you the moon, but we will deliver on a no-nonsense approach. We'll focus on getting the basics right. We will ensure law and order and social harmony prevails. We'll not get into unnecessary nonsense. Now it has been 9.5 years, out of which I also have to tell you, if literally net अगर आप बात करेंगे तो हमने काम किया 6.5 years, क्योंकि 2 साल तो कोविड में गया. 2 साल, I think everybody lost those 2 valuable years in life. Unfortunately, even the government suffered a huge loss. Almost 1 lakh crore का loss हमें भी हुआ है. और 1 साल लग गया इलेक्शन लड़ने में. बहुत इलेक्शन लड़े इस बीच में. 3 असेंबली इलेक्शन, 2 पार्लियामेंट इलेक्शन, साथ 2 GHMC इलेक्शन. तो अगर आप पूरा अगर if you take all of that into account, because all of that also disturbs kind of governance and continuity. So we have literally been able to govern only for 6.5 years, because 2 years for COVID and 1 year for these elections, 6.5 years. Now, my humble request to all of you, my humble appeal to all of you, what we have done in 6.5 years is in front of you. what others have done in 65 years before us is also in front of you. Please do a compare and contrast. उनको 10 गुना ज्यादा वक्त मिला हमसे, 10 गुना ज्यादा समय मिला हमसे. हमने बस 6.5 years हमें मौका दिया गया. इन 6.5 सालों में मैंने कई सारे टेस्टिमोनियल सुनी कि I can't beat my own drum and blow my own trumpet, but I have to say the facts. Today when my friends come visit, I'm sure this is your experience as well. When my friends or even investors come and visit Hyderabad today, the first thing they always say is, आपकी शहर बहुत सुंदर है, आपका इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर काफी अच्छा है, लगता है कि हम इंडिया में नहीं हैं. Even, I'm sure most of you had this. People who have friends outside of the city, when they come after a while, they've all had the same experience. Foxconn के chairman आए थे. He had come for a lunch meeting with Honorable CM. So when he had come, the first question he asked Chief Minister Garu was, I didn't feel like this was India. What have you done that others have not done? So as the world is recognizing what Hyderabad is, we are definitely, a city that is far superior to others. Chennai से superstar रजनीकांत आते हैं. उनको लगता है कि थोड़ा मतलब गच्चीबौली, जुबली हिल्स, I think he went around that area and he said, मुझे यकीन नहीं हुआ कि मैं हैदराबाद में हूं या न्यूयॉर्क में हूं. तो मतलब रजनी को समझ आ रहा है, बट यहाँ के जो हमारे ऑपोजिशन के गजनी है उनको नहीं समझ आ रहा है. मैं क्या करूं? ऑनेस्टली सनी डियोल को समझ आया. सनी डियोल आए, वो बीजेपी के एमपी भी हैं, वो मुंबई से आते हैं. वो आते हैं, वो कहते हैं कि हैदराबाद इतना खूबसूरत है कि मैं यहाँ घर खरीदना चाहता हूँ, यहाँ बसना चाहता हूँ. एक तेलुगु एक्ट्रेस थी लया करके, वो बस गई जाके यूएस में. वो वापस आती है, वो भी कहती है कि हमारे सैन फ्रांसिस्को और लॉस एंजलिस से अच्छे बिल्डिंग तो यहाँ पे बन रहे हैं. तो मतलब द परसेप्टेबल चेंज दैट यू सी इन हैदराबाद इज प्राइमरीली बिकॉज ऑफ वन सिंपल रीजन, स्टेबल गवर्नमेंट एंड एबल लीडरशिप. अगर ये है, डिसाइसिव लीडरशिप है और स्टेबल गवर्नमेंट है, हाँ मैं ये नहीं कहूंगा, आई वोंट से दैट हमने इसको स्वर्ग बना दिया या कुछ ऐसा कर दिया जो दुनिया में किसी ने नहीं किया. मैं बस इतना ही कहूंगा, हाँ हम में भी कमियां हैं, हमने भी गलतियां की होंगी, हमें भी कुछ छोटे मोटे इश्यूज हमारे साथ भी रहेंगे. ये नहीं मैं कहता कि हम पिक्चर परफेक्ट हैं, हम मतलब कोई गलती नहीं करे, ये नहीं बोलूंगा मैं. हाँ हमें भी है, देयर आर सर्टेन थिंग्स वी हैव टू इम्प्रूव फॉर श्योर. आई थिंक इट्स पार्ट ऑफ ग्रोथ. Everybody needs to improve. Pursuit of excellence is incessant. Therefore, I liked the theme of BNI today. I like the fact that you said 3.0, Telangana 3.0, because all of us who use smartphones, we periodically get software updates.